in my element. Money getting bigger, that's the
What's up, and welcome back to Me Too Maya. If you're not already part of the Me Too squad, all you gotta do is hit that like button and that subscribe button. So today is August 16th, I think. Yeah, I think it's the 16th. It's the second week of school. It's Friday of the second week of school. Basically, this video is going to be about my first week or first day of school. I feel like the first week would be too long. I don't know. I'll differentiate. It just depends on something. Anyway, so as you can see, there's a tablet right there because you want to say hey to the vlog? Well, not really vlog. Okay, he doesn't really care. Okay, so anyway, so the first day of school, it went pretty chill. It wasn't really anything to do. I have 7 periods. I'll name them for you. Oh, so first I had my regular schedule. 3 days, which was when I remembered my schedule, I got a schedule change. And I was like, really? So now I just remembered my schedule. So I have honors reading. Oh, wrong. I'm wrong. Homeroom, honors math, honors reading, and then I have ballet 1 because I'm a beginning ballet. I have visual arts 1, which is basically just art, like drawing, painting, and all that stuff. I have social studies, honors social studies. I think I'm in honors social studies. I don't know. And then I have study skills, which is basically they teach us how to organize, study all our notes and all that stuff. Basically like that. I have lunch after that. I have third lunch. And I was like, But I have, he thinks that's funny. But I have third lunch. My school, it kind of operates like it is a high school basically. But it's middle school through high school. But the middle schoolers, we act like high schoolers because we run on a high school schedule. Because my school is like a magnet school. If you guys don't call magnet, it's like an extra educated school, basically. Have to take a test and all that to get into it. You can't just go in there. And it's not a private school, so I'm like, oh, she go to a private school. She gotta wear uniforms because I do not go to a private school. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So after lunch, I have science, honor science. All my academic classes are science. And then I have theater 1, because, like I said, beginner. And then I have chorus 1. I took chorus last year, but I didn't go to the same school, so they still put me in chorus 1. So, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, ti, do. Do, do, do. Something like that. That's the schedule. And then I'm a car rider because, so the first day of school, I was, we go to the commons, which is basically the lunchroom, to wait on our buses. So I was there at the bus stop. I mean, not at the bus stop, but at school to like 4:30, and I get out at 3:25. So my dad had to come pick me up after he got off of work. I was like, where the bus at? So the next day I decided to get on the bus again and see if it would work. Mistake. So basically the bus came at 4:50, and I have to go to another school to get dropped off there, and then they take me home. So basically I got on the bus and the lady's like, I gotta go pick up 3 other schools because their bus drivers broke down. I mean, their buses broke down. So I was just like, what? So we went to go to one high school, another high school, and then another middle school, high school. And then we finally went to my designated school that we get dropped off at. And then I couldn't find my bus, and I was like, what bus do I get on now? But I finally found it. It was in the front of the line. I had to walk all the way up there. It was tiring. But I got home, which is a good thing. So, yeah. So the second day went kind of smoothly. I started getting homework on the second day, which is kind of whack. I got homework for all subjects, which is kind of crazy to me because I didn't have homework last year because that school was trash, but still loved it though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, so basically, I had first lunch before my schedule had changed. And they changed my schedule, I think, on Thursday. So when I was waiting for lunch to come around, I was so hungry. And I had ate breakfast twice that day, too. Yeah, and I was still hungry. That just shows how fat I am. And also that day, when I got my schedule changed, I had this class, visual arts. So visual arts came right after reading. So we have a building outside, and that's usually where the visual arts is. So you have to walk across the bridge to get to the visual arts. So I walked across the bridge and everything, and all I saw was high school. I was like, okay. So I went back, and I saw one of my academic teachers. I was like, hey, do you know where visual arts is? And she was like, she's not in the building. Hey, anyway, excuse that. Where was I? But anyway, my academic teacher was like, she's not in the building? And I was like, no, I just asked you where she was. Apparently, she's not in the building. So she told me to go to the front office because she had no idea where she was. And I was like, girl, I need to get there. So I went to the front office, and they told me to go back to across the bridge to the building that I just told them that she wasn't in. I was like, really? So I went back there and everything. I was like, So I asked one of the high school teachers, and I was so embarrassed because all of the high school kids were looking at me. I was just like, but anyway, she told me she was behind the stage. I was like, what? Who would have thought she would have been there? Because that's where the craftsmen's work. Like, if you take craftsmen's 2, you're over there in that area. I was like, nobody would know that. So I went over there, and I finally saw the class. I was just like... Anyway, I finally found the class, and I was like 15 minutes late, and the class was only 30 minutes, so I was just like... But anyway... basically, she understood me because I had a schedule in, and I didn't know where she was at. So all my stuff, because we had this little pencil box, and that was in the other building. So she just gave me a pencil, and I was like, okay. So basically, we had started our portraits that day, and I don't want to call them nerds because they were not nerds, and I don't want to call them geeks because they weren't geeks either, but they just talked a lot. Like about some opera type of stuff, some gotcha, whatever you want to call it. I was like, okay. And then I was like, so I had to use one of their pencil sharpeners. And I had asked the boy who was sitting beside me. So he gave me his pencil sharpener, and I was using it. And my pencil was not sharpened, like, at all. Like, it hadn't been sharpened before. Freshly used pencil. So, of course, it was going to take a long time with the hand sharpener. 5 seconds later, he asked, can I have my sharpener back? I just got it. So I looked at him, I was like, hold on, I'm not done yet. 10 seconds later, can I have my sharpener back? And at this time, I was just fed up. And I handed it back to him. I looked at him, and then he turned away. So then I kept on doing it. And then when I was done, I put it on his paper, and he was about to ask me, can I have my sharpener back? But it was on his paper. I was like, what? Like, dang, come on. But anyway, that class had ended and everything, and it was like cool for the rest of the day. But that was basically how my first week of school went. My story was like all over the place, like, and I have tons and tons of homework. Luckily, we didn't have homework this weekend, I don't think. Unless I gotta remind that we do have it. But that's basically, that's basically it for my first day of high school. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and you subscribe and you hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.